and in other ways so that we can better tackle the effects of the pandemic and indeed the effects of other emerging diseases in our countries so that our health system can cope. I would like, in conclusion, to thank WHO and other bilateral and multilateral partners that we have for the multifaceted assistance they have given us to prevent and manage the pandemic. That help has come at the time when we need it most. We welcome the ACT initiative taken by WHO and her partners to work on the development, production, and equitable distribution of vaccines, diagnostic kits, and drugs to treat COVID-19. We urge the international community to mobilize around WHO and support it so that this initiative can be brought on stream as quickly as possible and fully supported. Thank you. Thank you, Minister.
Take place in these circumstances. The COVID-19 pandemic changed our lives, and its impact and consequence will continue to be made felt for quite some time. It reminded us of the importance and central nature of public health and how important and transversal its implications are on society. It also showed us that no country is completely prepared to face such a threat and how we need and depend on one another. Before underlying a few of the main lessons of the pandemic, I'd like to give some thanks. First of all the healthcare professionals and the other healthcare and other professionals who were at the front line. Then I'd like to thank society in general, and please allow me to particularly thank the people of Portugal for their responsible manner in responding to lockdown and other rules for the slow retaking of societies and normal life. The United Nations has taken its role very seriously, and in particular I'd like to highlight the role of the WHO. And finally, I'd like to thank the scientific community for their efforts and mobilization for research and development of treatments and vaccine. The fight against COVID was a priority for the government of Portugal, and as part of this, human rights were very important during the state of emergency. We made temporary regularization for the status of all migrants, refugees, and asylum seekers, ensuring that they had the same services as Portuguese residents, so that they could have access without discrimination to health and social services. We also ensured that we worked on having social support for workers and the most vulnerable